everybody, Brian Batical here. I know this is a little bit different looking than our normal Two Bad Dudes gaming videos, but I actually decided to go ahead and do a little video series on streaming. This is kind of what my stream looks like, set up. So what I'm going to do is, since I've had some questions about it in the past, and I thought it would be kind of helpful for anybody just starting out, I'm going to do like a how-to video series on how to set up a stream, what can benefit a stream, what I've seen be successful, what has worked for me, what's worked for others, and maybe just give you guys some hints and tips, tell you about my equipment that I use, my programs that I use, and just kind of give you a whole overview of the streaming process. So we're going to go ahead and start with some of my equipment. Alright, we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about some equipment used in the streaming process. Now, I have a little bit excessive stuff here and there, like more than one monitor, things like that. You really don't need all of these things to be able to stream. I just wanted to go ahead and give you a kind of standard as to what I use, and then maybe you can compare yourself to what I use, or if you're interested in something that I do use, then you'll have a better idea, like capture card wise and things like that. We're going to get into that in a few minutes. So I have a processor, an i7 Intel 3770 quad core. It's at 3.5 gigahertz. Now, i7's great. I got this on sale a few years ago now. It's 2016, and I got it for like the 2014 or something after Thanksgiving sales. So this is a few years old, but it still runs really well. My graphics card is an AMD Radeon HD 7800. That's kind of older. I don't even know what they're up to now. I got that about 2 years ago, I think. And it's but it really depends on what you're going to stream, because I stream more classic games with my capture card, and so that's a little bit more important to me than, say, a new graphics card for the latest and greatest PC games. I use a keyboard. I actually use a really weird keyboard. It's a Microsoft ergonomic keyboard. I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of these. It's weird because it's kind of split in the middle, so you can kind of curve your hands while you're typing. I have kind of big hands, and keyboard regulars ones are, yeah, it's not fun. So I use a ergonomic keyboard, they're called. They're split in the center. This is official Microsoft one. It's got some extra media buttons and stuff on it. Nothing too fancy. My mouse is a Logitech G400 optical gaming mouse right there. I like this guy because it's got buttons on the side, and a lot of great games can you can customize those buttons. Like in I play Diablo 3, and you can even use these buttons here. And I can actually use every skill in Diablo 3 with that mouse. I don't have to use anything on the keyboard. It's great. The microphone. This is a area where it depends on what you want to do with it. Now, I have a Yeti Blue Snowball, which I'm going to put on the screen rather than grab it and show it to the camera, because that would just destroy the audio, so why would I want to do that? That'd be bad. So, the Yeti Blue Snowball is a really nice mic. I've really enjoyed it. We use it a lot for Two Bad Dudes Gaming. As my friend put it, it's probably the best put in front of you and sit on the couch and record very well mic. That's not even a category, but you know, whatever. But that's what I use for just the streaming as well. It sits right here on my desk and it points at me. It's a nice round shape. You'll see it on the picture there. And it's really nice. It's really easy to use, and it also has some noise canceling channels built into it. But I've never used any of those, and I've never needed to. And for controllers, I use Xbox 360 controller. Just your regular Xbox 360 controller with the wireless hookup. You can find those online really cheap now. It works for almost every game, and you can kind of format them to whichever game you're working on. So that's nice. I also use the PS3 controller with the same gimmick. You can actually use a regular PS3 controller with some software, and we'll get into that in a later episode, and just plug it straight into the computer and it will work. I also use, for my capture card, one of the most important parts to me anyway, in the streaming process. A lot of people just capture games and stuff straight off of their computer. I like playing the originals with the actual systems, and this is what I use right here. As you can see, it's not too badly priced at $85. The great thing about this specific card though is I've never had really big issues with it as far as not connecting and things like that, but that dongle it comes with is actually one of the key features that I really like. It does component, composite, S-video, and HDMI. That's great. That covers almost everything that you might want to do and be able to capture. As you can see there, it comes with all that stuff, and it's very easy to install. It's a PCI Express, so you just throw it in there. You can actually capture up to 1080i. It's hard to stream that high without a crazy bandwidth, and so I actually have it down. I think 720 is the highest I ever use it, and it works really great. And I hook up my PS3, PS4, Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, Saturn, all that stuff. I hook up everything into this. It's great. Wii U, anything you want, you can hook up to this guy. It is great. I would highly recommend this card. I've actually had viewers ask me about specific cards because they were getting into streaming, and I always point them right to this one. There was a few people that actually got a few different cards, and I said, you should really try this card out. It's not the most expensive one. It might not seem like the best one, but this is probably the best one that I have ever seen. So it's worked great for me, and I hope it works great for you. So that was just a few examples of me using my equipment on the stream. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, since I could probably go on for a few more hours talking about equipment used for streaming. But if you have any specific questions about anything I did talk about, or maybe something I didn't talk about as far as equipment goes, go ahead and leave me a comment on the video, or you can message me on Twitch, twitch.tv.com/Batical, or twobadudesgaming@gmail.com. Shoot me an email there. I'll gladly answer anybody's questions. Also, we're going to do some upcoming videos, maybe on different themes for yourself, and on Twitch, like gimmicks and things like that. We're going to go ahead and talk about different software that's used, or that I use, or that's popular on Twitch, and a few other things, I think. So if you have any questions at all, comments, suggestions, anything at all, I'm going to just say hi. Like I said, comment, like, subscribe if you want. We play a lot of old school games on here, so if you like that kind of thing. We'll be putting out some more videos soon, I hope. But anyway, thank you guys for watching very much. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys have an awesome day. See ya!